Welcome back to another episode of Offbeat Adventures. We're standing here once again on the grade of the former Grand Trunk Pacific Railway and later Canadian National Railway's Graham Subdivision. We are standing here on the northern bank of the Dog River here in Kaministiquia, Ontario, which is just to the west of the city of Thunder Bay. We are picking up where we left off with the previous exploration, where we traced the route of the railway line coming north or west from Dona Station. Dona Station is just across the river. You can see the remains of the piers of the bridge that once spanned across the river here, and we talked about that bridge in a previous episode. And on this side you can see some more remnants of that. You can see that there's a remnants of a piling here. I don't know if that, I'm guessing that might be from the original structure or possibly from when they were constructing this more recent bridge. So there was an original trestle structure here that was replaced by a this concrete structure, a concrete and trestle structure. And so you can see here on this side, you can see some of the remains of some of the cribbing work that they used to support the bridge while they were constructing it. So you can see the large amount of concrete. There is no dates on these piers. So again, there's 3 piers across the river. Try to get our way around here. So again, there was 3 piers in the middle section of the bridge. And then there were trestle sections on the other sides, and those 3 piers supported a girder span that ran across the river. And again, you'll have a link so you can take a look at that previous episode. So it is a pleasant day here in the end of April. This is one of the earliest hikes we've ever done. We typically don't get out at this time of the year, but you'll see that the snow has gone away. Had a little dusting of snow last night, but that has gone away and it's warm, but there's a very, very cool breeze. We're kind of sheltered here, but once we get out of here, it's gonna get cold. So here are possibly remains of some of the trestle portions of the structure that would have spanned between the pier and the abutments. And you can see another one here. And then we'll make our way up to the level of the grade. Trying to remember how we got down here. See some of that dusting of the snow that we got. It was very cloudy this morning, but it's cleared up, which is nice because it's warm, but it's a bit of a double-edged sword here because it's creating a lot of shadows and stuff for our recording. So here, as we climb up to the grade, should have checked how high this was above the river. Whew. All right, so we've made it to the top of the northern or western abutment. You can see our height above the river here. So based on the bridge, we're about 30 feet up from where the river lies in terms of the height of the bridge. The bridge piles are right through here. So the bridge would have come right here. I'm almost perfectly lined up with the side of this tree here where the bridge would have come through. So before we go any further, let's show some maps here so we can see where we are. Okay, so the reason why we came back is we wanted to come back on a better day with better lighting so we can see the railway grade better here. The day we were initially here, there was lots of sun. It was very, very obscured. There was lots of light and dark patches. What's really neat about this section here is you have a very well-defined railway grade. Not too much disturbance of it. Everywhere you walk, you can basically see where the railway ties would have been. Right, so you can actually see how the moss is growing here. And so you can see all of the indentations from the ties. You can see it here. You can see it in through here. Just an absolutely gorgeous area of the grade. You can see our height, how this is a pretty long embankment. Again, you can see here the indentations from the ties. This one's pretty neat here. You can see it very well. It's not often that you get these very undisturbed sections of grade here. Again, you can see all the sections were like right here. Like you can see these. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. You can see all these spots. The dog's going a little cuckoo here. She's got the zoomies. Just an absolutely beautiful section of grade here. Again, you can see those indentations where the ties were right in through here as well. Again here, so all those indentations there. So here we start coming up kind of out of the valley, and you can start to see the size of the embankment starts to decline. It's a very cold wind this morning. More indentations from the ties here. If you go to my, and there's going to be a link in the description, if you actually go to the page on the bridge, the Dog River Bridge, you'll actually see a photograph that was taken of a westbound train crossing over the bridge and sort of heading in this direction. Section in here with all the conifers. It's a real shame that this section of the line was abandoned. Originally, I came across a document and it talked about how when they were planning to reroute the lines, which we're going to be talking about in the next segment because we haven't done kind of our history, haven't done our history lesson. They were planning to reroute the line further to the south near Mocamon. And Mokamon's just a dot on the map in the township economy. And So this could have very well been sort of left alone. Here again, you can just see the indentations from the ties. We'll try to follow at least part of this out here, because here it becomes kind of grown in. Big chunk of metal down there. Don't know if that's railway related. Trying to find the path of least resistance here. So we're gonna hop out onto the road here. So you can basically see the mesh point here between the road. So there's the grade in there. And there's the road right here. And the grade is going to continue. The road's built on top of the grade. It's going to continue to the west here.